How's it going? What is happening, guys? Another Monday Funday. Another Monday Funday. I'm going to use the worst box of Immaculate ever. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, Robbie J? To prop up my trade with Mona. There. That's a trade I made with Mona. How you guys doing today? I hope well. I hear you. Do you realize that in a case of 2019 Donruss, hey Jeff, how you doing? There are 3,072 cards in a case of Donruss. 3,072 cards. With a lot more hits than a case of Top Series 1. With a lot more hits. A lot more hits. I was just doing the numbers because I'm thinking about go ahead and just list a case on the website and see what's going on with it. But 3,072 cards. So I'll play with that tonight. Doing pretty well on the Heritage half case break. There's only 3 teams left: the Marlins, the Rays, and the Nationals. We still have 3 days to go, so I feel pretty good about that. You know, we will break that, Brandon, with Top Series 2. Top Series 2, we will be breaking. I was talking to Robbie earlier. We'll be breaking 10 cases the first 4 days. Hey, Mona. How you doing? We'll be breaking 10 cases of Top Series 2 in the first 4 days. So it will be a brawl. What's up, Justin? Yes, I was just telling everyone how I got mine in the mail today from that great trade I made with you. We'll bring them closer. There, that's a little bit better. Justin, how's your day going today? What happened to Robbie? Did he fall asleep? Robbie, you fall asleep? Me too. Did you really? I did not see that. Good grief, Brandon. Well, I got a sofa bed waiting for you whenever you need it. It's down here in the room next to my breaking room, so you know it'll be close. Yeah, I watched your video. I watched your video on the what are those dumb things called? I don't mean dumb that way. I buy those too. The Fairfield packs. I like those. Justin has a video on his channel. What's your channel name, Justin? And he did some opening of some Fairfield packs. Put the name of your channel up there so everyone can subscribe and watch your video. There you go. Yeah, the power cubes. Those are them. I like those dumb things. I opened one of those. I opened two of the Fairfield I bought, and when we did the free giveaway, I sent them all with that. So whoever got the free giveaway cards and you got older cards in there, that's where that came from. But I got I got a 1978 Angels team card, 1979. Jeez Louise. You probably have cards stacked everywhere, huh, Mona? I don't know. Every once in a while, Justin, something jumps out of there. Right. Get that stick from her, please. Q-tip. Dumb dog. So, I want to show off my good trade with Mona. How come my stuff's not? It's not. Something's not even. I am in the basement here, so this floor is probably a little off. I'm sure it's a little sloped, so everything runs the drain if there's any water. Yeah, I've heard that too. I haven't seen that, but I've heard that. So here's my dilemma. I have 6 of you on here. Here's my dilemma. You guys tell me where you think I should go. Let me bring up my handy dandy break calendar on the website. So I can see exactly what we have coming up and when. Okay. So, we know this week we're breaking the Heritage Baseball. We're doing whatever the configurations will be, we'll do a total of 5 half cases. Donruss is the first week of March, and we're going to do somewhere between 4 and 6 cases of that. Okay? 4 for the initial week, and I'm thinking maybe we'll do 2 more for the week after when the opening day comes out. We're going to do 2 cases of opening day, and I know opening day is lower end, but again, for someone like me, I love those kind of products because it lets me build my team lots, and I want to build my Giants teams. And plus, if you look at the sheet, there are some decent cards in that thing. I mean, you can get some decent stuff. Let me bring up the sell sheet on that. I'm gonna put a link to it because I'm surprised. At the maybe this is this where I saw the sell sheet? No, where did I see it at? Oh, let me find out what I was looking at. Maybe it's this one. And then I will tell you. No, it can't be this one. It has to be this one. Let's see if this was what told me. Okay. I'm going to put a link in here. This is just a general link, so anyone can go to it. Oh, let me see what I missed. Those cards are good cards. You know what? check that out. So on that, if you take a look down at the bottom, it talks about the 2009 opening day product highlights. Okay, there are rally time mascots, team and tradition celebration, dugout peak, base cards. Okay, opening day autographs, base card variation autograph parallels, mascot autographs. But opening day relics. Collectors will own the game with these cards that contain pieces of game-used memorabilia. Okay. Mascot and mascot auto relics, and diamond relics and diamond autograph relics, featuring a player and dirt from the baseball diamond from his home stadium. Now that's just, to me, that's just cool. Hey, Robbie J. That to me is just cool. Okay. So that's why I'm doing 2 cases of opening day. I don't even care if we make any money off it, to be honest with you. I don't expect to. I suspect we'll at least break even, which is fine with me. But if I got a Giants card, anybody, probably pretty long, like with everything else. I mean, all these things are long odds, right? I mean, unless you get one that has, even when you have, I mean, come on, look at this worst Panini Immaculate box ever that I opened the other night. The odds are always long. I mean, if you hit, you hit. If you don't, you don't. But there's a chance, and it's cheap. And to me, that's the thing, is if it's cheap, and I got a chance at a long shot. We were talking about this, Brandon. If I can get it cheap and take a shot at a long shot, I am willing to do that. Because if I catch my long shot, my small investment just paid big dividends. And if I miss, well, you know what? I didn't pay a heck of a lot to begin with. And I can live with that. There you go. See, that's it. And if you hit with any of those 3 teams, if the miracle comes and you flop a 1 of 1 out of there, you're gonna be the big cheese for making that buy. Anyway, that's not what I was talking about. Anyway, okay, so 4 to 6 cases of Donruss, which takes us into opening day. Okay, Inception. I'm going to tell you guys right now, we've got a half a case of Inception, and the secondary market prices on those, to me, are ridiculous. So if I'm not able to pick up on launch things at standard price, then I'm not gonna pick it up. Okay, but that takes us into, now here's my question for you guys. Gypsy Queen. Robbie and I were talking about this earlier. Like 2018 Topps Chrome, exactly, Robbie. I'm into 4.5 cases now. I'm thinking about picking up 2 more. Does 6.5 cases of that over 2 weeks sound like too much product to you guys? Yeah, I did have to turn mine up, Justin. Jeff's right about that. But I have to max everything out anyway because I'm hard of hearing. So in an ideal world, yeah, he's the opposite of me then. I got a big mouth. What can I say? Yeah, that's what I think too. I mean, 6.5 cases gives us a chance to go, because we have nothing. There's nothing on the books for the first week of April, but then after that we're into Diamond Kings the week of the 10th, then the first Bowman wave on the 17th. And then in May we're piling up. So I don't know. It's got the fun part about this game that I'm playing. Okay, the fun part about this game that I'm playing is that I'm playing Juggle the Money, and believe it or not, I really like that. I'm making sure that I have enough in one account, because I'm juggling 2 accounts. I'm juggling the business account and I'm juggling PayPal. Got a note. Make sure that I have enough in PayPal to cover the ones that I'm getting from one. Make sure that I got enough in the business account to be able to pull out cash and do the credit card for the other. And so every week I'm figuring out what I'm at. It's kind of fun. Because I think, and then the other thing I'm thinking about adding on, my allocation of Topps Finest is 1 case. So I'm thinking about adding 3 more. I'm not thinking about adding, I am going to add 3 more. Then I got to think about Gypsy Queen, and I got to think about all these other things. It's going to be fun. I like it. Oh, we got one person visiting the website. One person from Kansas. A person from Kansas. So anyway, it's the juggling game. So if all of you noticed all the cards that we have over the weekend, you should have all received emails when all that stuff got put together and went out. I'm hoping by now the post office has processed all of the mail, and you guys have another update when you click that it's on its way. But like I said, several of you, I dropped the Nats $10. Maybe I had them overpriced. They were $45. I dropped them to $35. That to me tells me that if the Nats are sitting there for this long, that I priced them too high. So I will adjust that. If we get any more of the Heritage, we're going to take it to the website. Because there is a chance that I'll have at least another case on release date on Wednesday, in 2 days. In 2 days. Between my work week it looks like this. I have orientations that I have to do on Wednesday. 3 or 4 people I have to do orientations for. Then I'll come home. I'll go to church. I come back from church, and then we have a break at 11. Then I get up early Thursday morning, so that'll last until 1 or 2. Then I'll get up early Thursday morning. I have another orientation on Thursday. I'll come home. I'll probably fall asleep for a while. I'll wake up, and I no doubt will have the half case break on the website on Thursday. And then I'll come home and hold on. What are you doing, dummy? You cannot go in there. No, go on. Get. Are you kidding me here? Go do something. Jeez, wherever I go, the dogs follow me. So I got a Beagle and a German Shepherd, always at my feet. The Beagle goes underneath the desk and lays her big fat butt there. That's true. That's true. I mean, that, you know, that I mean, it could be. Personally, Jeff, I'm a bird in the hand kind of guy. But that's the fun of making up your mind, right? Because what if you let's say you sold it for 125? I think that's a decent price. But what if he comes back and he gets 1 out of 5? Are your feelings going to be hurt? Because that's what I always do. Worst case scenario. What is the worst case scenario? He comes back with I mean, if you got a 1 out of 1, you just pat him on the back. But I mean, if he pulls a 1 of 5 or a 1 of 10, you know, you go, All right, you two bozos. Go on upstairs right now. Go. Get, both of you. Go on. Rowdy. Get upstairs. Rowdy. Yeah, so lock them out of here, please. Oh. They like to come down here and wrestle. And that's the other thing. You've only got 20 bucks into it. You only do it when you're not. What? You bought the gnats? Well, I'll be. All right, let me take the gnats out. Thank you, Mona. Had to be Mona. So now there are two $10 teams left. Hello, Nat. Let me run down the list of who has what so far. Let me run down the list. I can start from the beginning here. First one to buy him was Brandon. Brandon got Houston and the Red Sox. And then who is this? Zach got the Padres and the White Sox. And then James bought his Mariners because he has to have his Mariners. He's like me with the Giants. And then Adam bought the Cubs. And then Bryce bought the Rockies. I like Bryce. He's a good guy. And then Brandon came back and went Twins, Tigers, and Reds to take a long shot. I like those long shots. I do it too. And then Adam bought the Angels. I like that buy. And then Taylor, because somebody snatched up his Red Sox, he bought the Cardinals. And then Greg bought the Yankees, because Greg always hits Yankees. And then Chris is in with the Blue Jays, because somebody already took his other teams. Elder is back, and he has the Braves and the Orioles, because he always buys the Orioles. And then Bob S. is in with the Phillies, hoping that I'll get him a hit for once. I never hit that poor guy any hits ever. And then Greg came back and bought the Royals and the non-sports cards. There's some pretty good autographs, those non-sports. And then Steve bought his traditional Diamondbacks. And then Ozzy bought his traditional Brewers. And then RS came and got the A's. I think RS buys the A's. Not all the time, a decent amount. And then Brandon bought the... it is, Garrett. And then Brandon bought the Mets. So, Brandon, you're in for what, 6 or 7 teams? Justin took a shot on the Dodgers. Good for you, Justin. John is back, and he got the Indians. John bought the Indians both on the last one, too. And then Mona bought the Pirates and the Rangers and the Nationals, and that's where we're at. So the third eBay break will kick in tonight. Late for Saturday. So the Wednesday night break is up, the Friday night break is live, and the other one will go live tonight. It's already up on eBay. And bidding is coming along nicely. Bidding is coming along nicely, so I'm happy with that. No, everything's all of these are all half cases. I only had 2.5 cases of product, Justin. So we don't break as a normal Wednesday, Garrick, but if it's a new product launch, we will break at 11 o'clock, which is after church. So I don't mind doing it after church. Because, I don't want to go to hell. So, Some people tell me that. Why don't you go to hell? That's probably not a very nice thing to say. Lots of things only have one hit per box, Johnny. Lots of product. The Rays aren't in there, Heritage? You better let me look. Did I screw up? Man, I hope I didn't. That would be an embarrassing mistake, Brandon. That would put me in line with other people who sell breaks when the teams aren't there. Now the Rays are represented there, and the Marlins are both. They're all both represented there. The Marlins, the big hits would be Real Muto and Castro, and the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, their big hits would be Blake Snell and Blake Snell. There's a Kiermaier in there too, but Blake Snell autograph. Oh, there's a Jake Bauers autograph in there as well. So there are some hits. 2 Soto Redemptions out of 3 boxes. Remember, Jeff, we got 2 Soto Redemptions. We got that 1 of 1, and Mona got a 1 of 5. Louis Robert and the Tatis out of what? 25 or 50? All right, Robbie J. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for taking my text today. It was good talking to you. And we'll get back to Shirtless Sundays with Robbie J pretty soon on our secret channel. Or as they're going to be called in the future, Super Shirtless Sundays, because we have our shirts off and then we eat soup. My good trade was with Mona. So she traded me the Will Clark and the Buster Posey back. And I traded her Dylan Peters. Was it Dylan Peters, Mona? It wasn't Dylan Peters, was it? Whoever it was, a Dodger, and then some of the teams out of one of the breaks. Whoever it was, I gave her a Dodger and some teams out of one of the breaks. So Will Clark has come home. I think it was nice of Mona to do that. We haggled here actually live one night. It was a lot of fun. Yankees fan, I've been answering this question for you. Yeah, my wife said yes, it got sent out. Lucille Auto, there you go. I'm guessing that you haven't seen it yet. But remember, it was all free cards. Yeah, it's just all free cards. So be patient. They'll get there. I see you asked that question 3 times. Busted my chops there, kid. I like it. It'll get there. It'll get there. Have faith. But remember, free cards that I'm paying shipping for. So you gotta be patient. Okay, make me an offer, Brandon. Offer me half. And I'll watch me take it. I am not ready for a fantasy draft. So you're still in the mix for your baseball team, Johnny? That's good. Good for you. I'm going to approach the fantasy draft, Johnny, like I do everything else in my life, on a wing and a prayer. On a wing and a prayer. That's what I like to do. Let's just wing it, see what happens. That's reasonable to me, Brandon. For you, I'd take half. Let me see if it'll let me zero out shipping here. So Brandon, just pay for it with the shipping, and I'll refund the $2.99. No, keep your secrets to yourself, Johnny. When you get to the pros, then you can tell everybody. And then we can tell everyone how we knew you win. I knew Johnny back when he was trolling our Pokemon channel. But then when you make it, I want tickets to a game. And an autographed jersey. I'll hang it on the wall behind us, in front of us. Hanging on the wall behind us wouldn't help us any. In front of us. Thank you, sir. I'll get them out. They'll be coming in the mail, first class. Trackable shipping. Yeah, we haven't been streaming Pokemon. We got to get back. We got to get back to doing that. I'm not sure where to go with it. Is the problem? I'm not sure where to take it. I don't want to put money into opening new product all the time or opening product all the time. All right, I'll do my best, but I have guilt when people pay me for shipping. But I'll do my best, Brandon, to try to fend off my guilt. The other person's going to be mad because somebody offered me, oh no, they offered me 10, and I countered with 14. And they declined, so. I just left everything, anything that didn't sell, I just left it the same price it was. And let people make offers. No, we did fine on Pokemon. It's just that the cards don't retain value long term like they do with baseball. So anything we open, we have to figure out a way to turn it quickly, and there's just not a way to comfortably do that. So what we're thinking about doing is just listing a break on the website, because the product can just hang out there until it's all paid for. And then go on every week and, every day or whatever he wants to do and talk to people about it. I don't know. I don't know how to make Pokemon work yet. Because at least that way we're not losing any money on the product. And then we can just go online and set the boxes there and talk about it, or I don't know. Maybe take some of the cards we have here and send them off to PSA. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're thinking about that. Maybe some cheap stuff. Go to the Dollar Tree, and they sell $1 packs of Pokemon. And do a $1 pack once a day, and then talk about it. No, we have that end of it worked out, and financially they did great. I mean, I can't complain about the way they did. It's just that they don't. If I opened a box of, 2019, somebody offered me some cases of 2019 Top Series 1 jumbos for really cheap, and I'm half tempted to buy them and just crack them, but I won't. There's a chance I can pull something out that's going to be worthwhile for me. And for me, that's a risk reward with Pokemon. The cards, if you don't turn them right away, they tend to lose value quickly. And I guess the other way to be to do that would be to start getting them graded, because that seems to be a quickly up and coming part of Pokemon is people grading out cards. So if we did that, open the cheat packs and then graded out the stuff we got, I don't know. When we hit 1,000, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll do PAC Wars again. We are only 700 and what? What do we have? 246? 754 away. In 754 subscribers, we'll do PAC Wars. All right, we'll do it at 500. When we hit 500 subscribers, we will do PAC Wars again. How about that? I don't think 500 will take us that long. True, and I'll tell you what, if you know how many people, this is a true thing. We have more than 800 people on our mailing list for the baseball card breaks. More than 800 people. So that flyer you guys usually get, a mailer you get once a week or twice a week. That we still we have more than 800 people on that list, which is pretty impressive to me. And I've got to do. We did a free team promotion. And we're going to have that coming up. I got to send out the mailer for that. We're going to give away a spot in the oh geez, which one am I going to do? It's too soon to do. Which one am I going to do? I think we'll do a spot in Gypsy Queen. That might be it, Johnny. That was me helping you out. That was me giving you the answer to a math problem. You're welcome. Did I see James in here earlier? I was looking at my phone. I thought I saw James. James, you here? Hey, it's RS too. RS, I'm sorry I missed you. RS, how you doing tonight? Me too. I love seeing. I put Buster over here. I put the dual Buster over here. And then I put the one Taylor sent me over here. Buster's right next to him. You can't see him because Will's in the way, but Buster's right behind Will Clark, and then Panic's over there. So every year the Giants do their Junior Giants thing, and you can buy the majority of the stuff they give away. Every year is like a $250 package, and so we buy the package because we can't go to the games. All the giveaways at the games, and so you guys can't see behind me, but I've got tons of stuff. One of these times, I think if I had more space, if we were back a little bit further, which maybe we should do. We have dozens of autographed baseballs back when we were season ticket holders. You know what? I think I should. Yes, we'll definitely go back in there. We have to have Will in there, Mona. It wouldn't be It would not be a good autograph area without one of my favorite Giants ever. I think so, Johnny. I think they do. I think they do. He was here in St. Louis recently doing a signing. What's up, Steve? I'm not a lot. We're just talking about upcoming breaks and shooting the breeze and hanging out and having some fun. A gold Buster Posey? Oh, on the Funko you're saying? Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. I can get all those Funkos wholesale. It'll be Thursday, 9 o'clock. Only 2 teams left. I'm sure they'll sell out. So Thursday at 9 o'clock, we'll do the break for this one. So we'll have our first eBay break Wednesday at 11. Then the website will be Thursday at 9, and then Friday and Saturday we'll have eBay breaks. And then I have another half case that we got to list. I think we'll list on the website. Again. And then we'll see how much more product I get next week. Uh-oh, Jeff Hayde. Oh, that was a hay. Okay, I got you. Yep, the only Funko I own is the one that Bacon gave me. Oh, okay. So here's the thing with my proposed. All right, now let's talk about another serious topic. And here's the thing. Brandon, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes, Brandon. So here's the thing about the proposed Donruss break. Okay. So what I'm going to propose for that is doing a full case break. So 16 boxes, which is 3,072 cards. Tons of hits. If you look at the thing, there's a bunch of hits that come out of every box. However, if we're going to do that, the cheapest teams will be $25. Oh, okay, Steve. Thank you. I appreciate that. So the cheapest teams will be $25. Yeah, because the cases are not cheap. So that would be the problem. I mean, I could break it down and we could do 2 half cases. But if we did the most expensive, they would be $120. Yankees and the Angels at $120. But the thing I'm waiting for is, and I'm good if there is what I think there is, because I'm 99% sure all the big rookies will be in there as well. So Vlad Jr. and Wander Franco and Tatis, Luzardo for the A's, Jimenez for the White Sox, Senzel for the Reds, those kind of guys in there. So then if that's the case, then I'll adjust the pricing accordingly, because that changes the game. Yeah, after I ran the numbers, see, because you got to remember that when I got to go by price that I got the 2019 Donruss, Justin, if we did a full case, I have to do what it cost me, what I'm going to pay in fees, adjust it for free shipping, and then we have to look at whatever profit markup we want to try to get on these things. And as you know, since you guys have been buying in these things, our profit markup is not a lot on our web breaks. We don't have any 40% markups I think we're pushing it if we even do a 30% markup after fees and the whole 9 yards, which is not a lot considering that. Again, I was looking at another and I guess part of this is because they're a very well established breaker, but their markup was 82%. That's what I was thinking. I just want to get your opinion because I ran the numbers and I was like, holy crap. I mean, it's a lot of product. Don't get me wrong. And it's a ton of hits. But it's also, by the case, but if we do 2 half cases, then we know we're getting a full case, you know. And we're going to list, we'll do 1 case break. We'll do 2 half case breaks then of Donruss, and I'll figure it out. I'm waiting for a checklist. I need a checklist. And they won't put out a checklist on it. Without the checklist, I can't know if Vlad's going to... Well, I know Vlad Jr. will be in there. But I don't know about Tatis. I don't know about Wander Franco and all the other guys. I'm going to assume they're going to be there. But we'll do... Yeah, that first week will be one full case website, you know, 2 half breaks, and then 3 web breaks. Did he really? I think I have 3, Johnny. But it's always nice when the giant with some color comes out. Well, so far, Steve, there are only 2 Panini products out. Yeah, I no doubt you would, Brandon. No doubt you would. Okay, we'll do it as half cases. Because there's only going to be, what are there, about 6 Panini products that come out every year, Donruss from Panini. There's Donruss Optic. There's, we're not even doing Stars and Stripes. There's Diamond Kings, and then there's, oh man, what was the big one last year? I'm not thinking of the more expensive ones. It's still $100 a box. Not Contenders. Now you're going to make me look it up. Now I got to know. So between Donruss and Panini for the base stuff, there's Donruss. Donruss Elite is a high end. Donruss Optic will be one. Whatever. Panini Chronicles. Yeah. And then Diamond Kings. And the rest of them are all going to be high-end stuff. There are really only four Panini products. Triple Threads is tops. Yeah, National Treasures is high-end. I mean, we're going to have that, but we'll do it like we did with the... this Leaf thing. We'll do it by the break. I mean, by the hit. So if we did Immaculate, 2019 Immaculate, it would be 6 hits. And I think we're gonna do those big things when we know that one card's gonna suck. Yeah, you're good, Brandon. Thank you. I appreciate you, Stan. I appreciate your feedback. But when we know one card's gonna see, because in these, everyone should be if you haven't witnessed my sucky box of Immaculate, let me just show you. My $185 box of What Was I Thinking. See there, Brandon. So in every one of these boxes, while you get the hits, look at this. Abreu out of 25. Okay, anybody out of 25 would have been better. Rookie signature, Calhoun out of 99. Max Fried out of 54. I got an Ozzy Albies out of 99 logo. And then Gohara. So if anybody wants to trade anything, I like Giants. But so every box you get one of these. Yeah, we are going to revive the Box of Fun. So that would be the other thing we're going to do. I'm almost to where I want to be on products for that. It's going to include probably this junk. Oh, I meant these great cards. Yeah, you know what, I ran these. I can maybe recoup 50. You know. So no, what we're going to do is this. When we do these, when we know that one of these cards will be a card like this, where it's just a base card, um, you're going to have the option of whoever gets this card will have the option of keeping the card or getting a full refund on the break. Oh, that's a good idea, Steve. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. We'll do that. So on something like this, we'll price it out so that it is these pay for themselves, and then this one will be, you know, because if you wind up with this thing, I mean, do you really feel good about paying $40 for this Charlie Blackman card? I know I don't feel good about charging you $40 for it. And so the goal would be, if we know that there aren't going to be great hits, that way if you get that, then you can either keep the card or get a refund. And that might be fun too, because what if you got a 1 out of 5 something, you know? This was $185. What's up, Adam? Yeah, Thomas, this is $185. Nothing, Steve. It is just a numbered out of 99 card. So again, I didn't feel good because the last time we did this, we did the boxes. Brandon Ridley got stuck with the crap card. Yeah, no break credit. We're not going to do break credit. Too hard to keep track of. So, you know, Thomas, it is what it is. You do this, it's all risk. It's risk reward, because right now, if I were to pull let's say I pulled an Ohtani out of any Ohtani autograph, I'd be saying what a great box it is. So, you know, you take your chances sometimes and you do it. Anyway, it gives me things for the box of fun. So that's what I want to do is if we know the product is going to have something like this, that way if you get stuck with that card, you're not going to be out. Like the lottery, for sure. And I think that's a fair way to do it. You know, and then I don't have to feel guilty about it. And then, you know, we still aren't losing any money. And again, the first one we have coming up for that will be museum collection. I'm not sure what the breakdown is on museum. Let me see what the breakdown is. Yeah. What's the box breakdown now? Okay, baseball card hobby box break. 4 hits, 1 of each. So there's an on-card autograph, an autograph relic, a prime relic, and a quad relic, and 4 parallels. So that's fine. So on something like that, it would be 4 hits, because you have 4. You have an autograph, on-card autograph relic, prime relic, and a quad relic, and then there's 4 parallels. So that would be 4 hits. Yeah, you know, Mona, but I started on the other side a lot. And so again, one of the things that I have to make sure that I can do every day is live with myself after we get done with the break. And so I would rather make less money and be able to live with myself than make more money and feel like I've cheated anyone. That's just the way I'm built. I'd rather lose money than feel like I've given anybody a raw deal. I really would. And I guess that doesn't make me much of a, you know, for what some of the breakers are, but, you know, we're doing fine. And I'm going to make sure I live with myself. They are. And I'm coming from a business standpoint too, but see, I consider that good business. I do consider that good business, because what we're building then is hopefully our reputation for being very as good as we can be to our breakers. I mean, we're never going to be perfect about it. I'm never going to offer people their money back if they, you buy into a break and you get 50 cards and none of them happen to be a hit. I mean, but I appreciate that, Steve. But it's just one of those things where I got to make sure that I can live with myself at the end of the day. And I've gotten to know most of you so well that those kind of things make it hard for me. I mean, if certain people who shall not be named, as Johnny keeps bringing them up, were a part of our break, he would get the same treatment as everyone else, because that's just the way that it has to be. It's not going to be any other way. Then I couldn't do it any other way. That's just the way, So that's why we try to look for solutions that will be fair to you guys. You guys don't feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, and I don't feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I appreciate that, Justin. Explain to me, though, the Razes. Can you explain the Razes? I don't know if someone can explain it to me. See, Jeff, I could not tell you how many breaks that I have been involved in where I spent. This is the truth. One break I spent $185 for. It was a team break, looking for giants out of. I think it was Immaculate, and got nothing. Got nothing. Not even a sorry. Not even a, I just don't do it. I mean, the thing is, guys, I still bind other breaks. I wouldn't feel bad if you bought into other breaks. I hope nobody does. You got to do what you got to do. You got to be happy doing it, And I will not stop. If I see a good Giants break out there, I will not. I'll buy into it. Robbie J and I send text messages back and forth about, hey, 2018 Topps Chrome, this break is coming up, and then we both try to get in. Aha. Okay, I got you, Justin. Yeah, and see, I don't mind doing that. And you have yours. Did I tell you yours are on the way? I sent you what you needed. A raffle. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think we'll ever be doing that. I don't think I'll ever. But you know what? If you know ahead of time what you're getting into, I mean, you take your chances. I would buy into one. I would pay $25 for a shot at a Trout rookie. Yeah, I mean, I think that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And if I hit it, I would be happy. If I don't, I'm like, well, I had a 1 in 25 shot. We should do that. No, we shouldn't do that. No, we shouldn't. I can't do that. I would feel bad. It makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. And it's something fun and interesting. I think that would be fun and interesting. Maybe we'll do that on the website. Because you know what, Jeff, I still cannot shake, and I know I've only been doing this for 5 months. Okay? Really, we've been doing this for about 3. But I still feel bad when people don't get anything. I know. I know. But again, and my wife says the same thing. And it's the same way when I'm buying another break. But I'm still working through that. Steve, if people are willing to buy into it, I say more power to them. More power to them. And if you get somebody to take 80%, offer them an 80% buyback. I'm sure it's illegal, The only, you know why we don't do PAC Wars, selling PAC Wars, is that I asked that question. I was told it is illegal to do that. So I think running any kind of a lottery style game online like that is illegal. There you go. So everyone knows Mona is willing to. I don't. Probably not. Probably not. To me, it's akin to that. What's that other thing that where people try to sell a crappy card for a lot of money and trade it up for something else? The only way that I think that it would be honest is if you have 100% accountability for the money in that card. Because if I said to you guys, "Hey guys, I'm gonna put this crappy little Cal Ripken Jr. card up there, and you guys bid this thing up to 20. Whoever spends the $25, we're gonna buy this card, and then we're gonna buy this card, and then we're gonna buy this card, and then we're gonna buy this card." I think that's fine, with the ultimate goal of giving it away to everybody if there's 100% accountability. Okay, guys, $25 we made on this. We bought this card for $20, so this $5 is carrying over, and here's the math so you guys can see it every step of the way. Then if people keep doing it, then they're grown people. They know what they're getting into. Poor Robert Kraft. All he was trying to do was have a good time, but that's what happens. If you have that much money, why are you shopping out? If you have that much money, why are you shopping out? And why are you the one doing it? Why isn't one of your lackeys doing it? See you later, Net. Yeah, Robert Kraft should have known better. If he's dumb enough to do it, you know what? Sorry, dude. Idiot. Again, if you have that much money and you personally got pinched for it, you did something wrong. You did something wrong. But that's karma. That's karma. I watch PTI every day. Pardon the interruption, because I like Mike Wilbon and Kornheiser. And one seems to think it's no big deal. The other seems to think he's going to have to give his team to his kid and step down because the phrase sex trafficking keeps coming up. So it's be interesting to see what happens. Either way, I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him. We all make our decisions, and then we have to live with them. Which is my philosophy with breaking. I have to live with my decisions. I was reading an article. I read some stuff. I don't know. There's a lot from my end that I could probably get away with, and you guys would never know about it. You know what I'm saying? Weigh-in packs and weigh-in boxes and mixing cases and all this crap that's going on. We had that run of, I still feel guilty about that. We had that run of 12 packs that were all white for the top series 1. And then I had 24 packs, 12 or 24, whatever it was. And then I had the other, so 12, 12, because I had the other 12 and got that gold orange trout out of there, and I felt bad about it. But the thing is, there's so much that you just would never know. No one would ever know. No one would ever know. Sleight of hand crap. I was reading some stuff about one breaker who I think is still breaking, and he's accused by several people of doing some sleight of hand stuff. Like there would be a good card behind one, and he would put them together and slide them across. And people saw him doing it, and he would deny it. I just take it, you know. I have no idea who that is. He sold his kids? Oh, selling the cards. Yeah, that FT, whatever it is, thing. I don't know. It's just you cheat people and it eventually comes back to get you. I had a conversation with someone who told me that, I mean, it really is caveat emptor when you're out there. Buyer beware. But when you take on these roles, you have to take on the responsibility that goes with these roles. And the responsibility is that you're straight with people. And if something goes wrong, you stand behind what you did. You know what I'm saying? And that isn't universal. And that's unfortunate that it's not universal. What's up, Thomas? Uh-oh, he retracted his hey. Hey. And then it went away. So, I was watching a breaker the other night, and I'm not going to say who it was, but that's true. That is the other part about that. Man, I still do that, Steve. I still do that. When I do it, when I'm in a break with anyone, Brandon does that. What's up, Bacon? Brandon Hippler and I were talking about that. He goes through the video and writes every single hit down. I think that's smart. You guys are paying the money to make sure you get all the cards. When I'm in a break, man, I do that. I write down every single hit that I get. I don't write down the base cards, but if I get a hit, and then I compare my list against what I got. I would be that way every time. I'm telling you guys, I would do that with every single one of my breaks. I would do that. Yeah, every single time, because you guys pay that money. And I had a couple of people send me emails when I remember we had the Top Series 1, and I sent them out. I had to send them out in 2 waves because there were too many cards. Well, I got a couple of different emails who were questioning me, and I told them, well, hold tight because you got a second package coming. Well, in the second package, of course, everything was right, but you take that one of 2 ways: either that you're offended that you think somebody's trying to say you're cheating, which is what they're not, or you accept the fact that people paid money for these breaks, and I track everything. I don't even pretend, and I would encourage everyone to do that every single time. Me too now. I cost myself so much money in the beginning, Steve, it's just sad. Well, yeah, I would be bummed too, but in a way, Jeff, that would be very funny. That would be very funny. In a way, but I mean, it wouldn't be funny to you. And of course, I'd refund your money, but it'd be funny. I watch other breakers before I buy in. That's why that video I did early on about what people when getting into breaking and how you should do it, I believe all that 100%. That spiel we do in front of the videos, we don't do it for the web breaks, but when we do the eBay breaks about check us out and all that other stuff, I believe in that wholeheartedly. People should do their homework. When I saw in the box, Jeff, I got to tell you that I didn't think it was going to be another Soto. Um, but I was just happy that that last card was a redemption. I mean, that's fun to do too if you trust the breaker. It was weird getting those two. It was weird. Yeah, plus the 1 of 1 and the 1 of 5. That is some good product. Because my 2 boxes that I did had good hits. I mean, I sold the one card for 175. I sold the other for 45. I sold another for 20. That covered my box right there. And I wound up with I wound up getting a Joey Bart out of it. Gave the other cards away and still made profit. Is that brother the first time you watched, Johnny? When we got that 1-of-1 Ohtani auto? Wow, nice. That's a good first break to watch. That's the best one so far. That was really what solidified with me and Robbie J. Ooh, that would suck, Bacon. I have not sent any PSA cards to get out graded, I should say, except with Brandon Ridley. Brandon Ridley's the only one I've sent cards out with before because I trust Brandon. Not that I wouldn't trust other people, I just know Brandon. So I told my wife if I'd have kept those 3 dumb boxes and just broke them myself, I'd be happier because I'd be making money off all 3 of them. But what are you gonna do? I mean, those are the good times though, right? Because those breaks are the ones that people remember. Those are the breaks that people remember, and those are the things I want people to remember. Man, he is serious about his PSA, isn't he? I watch his last 2 videos on that. Man, he puts a lot of work into it. Good for him. He's very studious. You know what? Next time he's on, let's talk to him because we talked about that before, and he said he would be happy to. It's like $11 a card to do that. I sent 6 hit cards in with him, so we'll see. Hold on, I'll give you let me look it up real quick, and I'll link it. There you go. Oh man, you wouldn't want to see me at work. I'm all HR at work. Nah, I'm not really. I'm the least HR coordinator anyone has ever dealt with. They always say that. Dude, you are not HR. I'm like, no, I'm not. But I never said I was when they gave me the job. I just said I could do the work, and I can do the work well. But I am not prim and proper. Well, I mean I am, because I don't cuss and I don't, go pinch the female team members on their butts and none of that stuff, but I'm also give people grief all day long and tell them to get out of here when they come to my desk to bug me about stuff and put them off on purpose for like 4 days in a row just to mess with them, and and I tell them that in orientation I'm going to be the biggest grief giver of them all, but it's all going to be good natured, and you can give it back. I will miss that job when I eventually leave, and I'm hoping that will happen so I can do this full time. Never, Thomas, never. Never. See you later, Johnny. Have a good night. Good luck with tryouts. The thing is, I'm going to say this. Okay, and I mean this in all sincerity, and I'm sure there's going to be someone who's going to call me a chauvinist when I say that, and I am not at all. Okay, I am not at all. My wife, I will fully admit, and I'm very proud of the fact that my wife makes more money than I do, quite a bit more. She's a manager at Costco, a high-end manager. She gets paid well, and we are a team in our relationship. She is equally important, and some would say more important than me in this marriage. Okay, I fully admit that. I don't take that back. Don't feel bad about it in the least. I embrace that about our marriage. It's been 20 plus years, and it's going to go on another 20 plus years because of that. Okay, because no one tries to be whatever. Where Menards, you're saying bacon 10%. Oh, at Costco doesn't discount anything. Last ones they'll discount. But let me say this about men and women, okay? And this is going to come as a shock to some of the people who are probably going to, yeah, but Costco doesn't. If it's the last one bacon, they'll give you a discount on it, but outside of that, no Costco discount. This is going to shock people. This is going to shock people when I say this, and it's going to hurt feelings, but men and women are different. Men and women are built different. Men are better at some things than women, and women are better at some things than men. The one thing women do not have that men have is the body strength to be able to compete with men. Women do not have that. Okay? Are there rare exceptions to that? Absolutely. In a sport like football, could it happen that a woman might be a kicker? You bet. Will there ever be a female lineman? No. There's never going to be a female lineman. There's never going to be a female quarterback. There's never going to be a female running back. It's just not going to happen. Wide receiver, it's not going to happen. Now, don't be sorry you brought it up. I'm just going to be honest with you. And I think that way about baseball. It is not that I don't think there are women who are able to play the game, because there sure as heck are, because I've watched lots of documentaries on women who could have played, and I think there's probably one or two that might have had a shot at making it to the pros. But women lack the physical ability to compete with men at the highest levels. They do. In sports like that. I don't think you'll ever see a female play with the men in professional soccer. I just think that men and women are built differently. And women are 10 times tougher than men. 10 times tougher. And any man who says they're tougher than a woman is a liar. Because the first time a man has a contraction, they're having a C-section, that baby's coming out. Men are smarter than women because we would plan C-sections ahead of time so we wouldn't have to go through the pain, because we aren't dumb enough to say anything like, oh, it's the pain that is part of the experience. Oh, hell no. It is not part of the pain that's part of the experience. No, 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 no. Get that thing the hell out of me before it starts causing me any pain. And if men had to give birth the way that women give birth, men would die. Yeah, I agree, Mona. I agree. Men would die if they had to give birth. No doubt about it. My wife has given birth to 6 children. 4 of them normal, 2 of them via C-section. My oldest son's from my first marriage. But women are definitely tougher than men. When it comes to those kind of things, for sure. But are men stronger, more athletic, and more able? You bet. You bet. So, and when I say this, Thomas, it's not a knock at women, because I don't think they're great athletes, because they are. And for the U.S. athletes, the women have fared better than the men because they are better teams. They do better against the other competition. All of that is 100% true. I just don't think the idea of, if there is a female professional baseball player, it will be in the name of equality and not in the name of talent. And I will die, to my dying day, I will believe that. 100%. So there you go. I don't think women have the physical strength to compete with men. I agree with you, Bacon. And again, that is not saying anything bad about women. I think in their own right, women are, there are plenty of female athletes out there who are studs and would kick the crap out of me in any sport that we were competing in. No doubt about it. And that's not a knock on them. Women, for the sports that they play together, are fantastic. That's why you have men who have to go down to compete with the women in order to win, because they can't compete with the men. But there are very few sports, physical sports, where women can compete with men. And I can't name one. Can you guys name one? Bowling is not a physical sport. Pool is not a physical sport. Chess is not a physical sport. Playing poker is not a physical sport. Baseball, football, basketball, soccer, golf, but they can't, but on a, you would have to have the setup is different for men and women in golf, right? The women's tees are closer than the men's. I mean, they move them up, so it's a shorter game. So if you played on the same one, either way, the men would dominate. Men would dominate in golf. And that's not a physical game either. I'm talking the physical sports. The big five: baseball, football, basketball, hockey, and soccer. The women, they just aren't able to compete. They just don't have the physical strength to compete with men. And I think we should embrace those differences, not try to change them. You know, and that's what I think is the dumbest thing of all. Why not that you were advocating for this, Thomas, but there's lots of people. Yeah, but again, not a physical game. Really? But you probably let her win, Justin. If my wife wanted to wrestle, I'd let her win. You know? Because there's some good stuff that comes after that. But that's another conversation that we won't have on this channel. But, I mean, those kind of things. And I know that's not a very PC thing for me to say, and I know that there are people who are going to watch it and be offended, and I apologize if you're offended, but give me the greatest female athlete in the world, and give me an average male athlete, and I think that average male athlete will still outperform the best female athlete in the world. The best female NBA player and an average NBA player, I still think the man comes out on top. A man would kill a woman in tennis. Men serve it so much harder than women. So much harder, and they're so much faster on the. They would kill women. Get any of those big serving guys, and you're gonna have a hard time even hitting it back. But again, even at tennis might be one that you might be able to find women who can compete a little bit closer. But I'm talking about the big five. I'm talking about the physical sports. You know, I used to be on the radio, Justin. I did. It was fun. Back in my running newspaper days, I had this liberal guy, and we would have conversations. I enjoy watching female athletics, especially the Olympics. Oh, geez, now I'm in trouble. My wife's here. If this is the last time you guys see me, it was nice talking to y'all. And if I'm dead in the morning, someone call the police because it was her. Yes. And again, that I just don't think that's, and I don't think that's a knock on women. I just don't think women were built to compete with men athletically. Just like men cannot compete with women when it comes to lots of other things. I mean, again, in any relationship, it's usually nature, nurture, and men are not really good at the nurture part. And that's what women are so much better than men at. All the touchy-feely stuff, and I think that's great. I think that's the way that it should be. And again, the hardest thing in the world to me would be given birth, and no man could give birth. Not without a whole lot of drugs and getting sliced open. A lot. And then they would never be the same. So for the most difficult thing that God has anyone do, it has to be women because they are stronger than men. That way. Men, not even a contest. Men are better cooks. Why are all the best chefs in the world men? See, I would agree with that. And that's Steve, but I'm better at cleaning. I mean, at cooking, my wife is much better at cleaning. I can outcook her. But you know what? I'm going to be honest, and this is going to be cocky, but I can outcook most people. My instincts in the kitchen are really good. And I can grill the hell out of steak. I can use my smoker. I can deep fry a turkey. I make amazing baked beans. But again, the thing is, I mean, they're just different, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I will tell you this: I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. And if a woman were a good enough athlete to compete with men, I would embrace that. Oh man, for sure. Women are, that's women's forte. Nurture is women's forte. For sure. Women really do have all the power. Women have all the power. Because no man in his right mind would pass up what a woman has to offer for any reason at all. I mean, you got to be out of your mind. I don't know if I agree with that. You know the biggest problem with women in management, Mona? Other women. Other women. I have yet to have any female bosses who didn't have issues with other women. Worked fine with the men, but could not get along with other women. I don't know if I agree with that part. I would say neither one are better. I would say they're different. Yeah, but that's only because I'm doing it via video and not with you sitting in front of me, Jeff. Because then, I mean, if there had to be, hugging you guys and stuff involved, I'd be like, just get out. All right, dude, I'm sorry. Now get out. All right, Bacon. See you later. Have fun in NYC. I can see that, Mona. They brawl every once in a while, Steve. Those two brawl, man. They're brawling on the feed, man. Yeah, that's true, Nat. That's true. Men do not lead with emotion. You know what? You gotta stop them from brawling on the feed, Steve. But they're both still alive. They may not grow again, but they're both still alive. That's the important thing. And then Ned comes home and hugs him, and then they're better. We don't even spank our kids. I got my butt whooped literally almost every day. I'm not saying I didn't deserve it, but I got my butt whooped a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of that, Mona. There's a lot of that. You run into that all over the place. People who have never been managers before thinking they know how to manage. A lot of that. And I think that's for both of them. I think if we spent a little bit more time embracing our differences and a little less time trying to blur the line, everyone would be happier. We should embrace our differences, respect the fact that people are different. We believe different, we think different. You know, we go to church every week. I have no expectation that anyone who buys into my break believes like I do, lives like I do, thinks like I do, walks or talks like I do. You know, I expect them to not curse on the feed and those kind of things. But, I mean, let's embrace our differences. My best friend, one of my best friends, one of the people, the person that I've known longest, the friend that I've had longest in my life, his name is Adriel Hampton. Adriel is the West Coast. He is San Francisco's most liberal everything. And he runs companies dedicated to pushing forward liberal agendas. And let me just tell you that Bernie Sanders is not liberal enough for Adriel. But he and I went to college together, and he is my third brother. And I would never turn my back on that guy. And he knows that I am completely and totally the opposite of him, and he would never turn his back on me. And I think that's the way it should be. Embrace your differences. Accept that we are different, and then use that to forge something from there. You know. Now it's turned into a philosophy. I'm up here philosophizing. I'm back in the classroom teaching a college course. I'm the philosophizer. So anyway, that was a good segue, Thomas. Thank you. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that. That was a fun conversation. It wasn't really a conversation, but, you know. Back to baseball. Though there are a couple of men who are in the game now that play like they're big girls. Does that count? If that is the case, let me just say that there are some, you know, big girls out there playing Major League Baseball right now. Not going to say any names, but, you know. I think if we all thought about it, we could probably come up with a name or two. The one that I'm thinking about in particular was recently traded from the West Coast to the Midwest. You know, that's the one I'm thinking about. He's kind of a big whiny girl when he plays baseball. Oh, that's mean. Don't be ragging on the face of the game. Remember that? They said, what they said 3 or 4 years ago, Buster Posey would be the face of baseball. Oh, no, it's pre-Mike Trout that Buster Posey was the next face of the game. And then Mike Trout came along and whoop, we'll see you, Buster. Who wants, okay, here's the over-under. When we stop this video, the over-under in 7 days that we lose 4 subscribers. Are we going to lose 4 subscribers based on this conversation today? Or are we going to pick up people? Ooh. The over-under on losing people is 4. It'll be fun. Did we lose Thomas? Thomas, did you go away? Did Thomas leave us? I hope not. Well, it really was a Monday fun day. Who knew? Who knew? I don't blame him. Don't bite your tongue, Justin. Say it, man. Throw it out there, dude. It's okay. We're all friends here. He probably did. If he's laying on the ground right now. Finish watching the video. Ah, you're not ripping me, Steve. Have fun. You aren't hurting my feelings. You are not hurting my feelings, sir. Ah, okay. Good enough. Good enough. I will just end that whole thought, the whole tirade I have with just saying, if we spend a little bit more time trying to embrace our differences, and a little less time trying to drive wedges, we would all be happier. I bet you can. I watched that whole thing. Might have been the grossest thing I ever watched. All right, Steve. Have a good night. That's right. Baseball is what brings us together, Justin. You are 100% right. I see, and that's what makes me a terrible HR, Garrick. I have feelings. And none of my feelings involve me wanting to hug any of my people when they come to me with a problem. Maybe that's what makes me a terrible HR. Because I always want to say, well, let's put on our big boy pants or our big girl pants and figure out a way to deal with it. And that's really not what I'm supposed to say. So I don't, but that's what I'm thinking. You know, when they come to me and they say so-and-so looked at me funny and it hurt my feelings, I want to say things. Instead of, that's terrible. If it happens again, I'll talk to him about that. But if it continues to happen, I want you to come right back here and talk to me yesterday, not today, because I want to know about it right now so I can make sure we take care of that. That's right. Suck it up, Buttercup. You should not have to come to work and feel like someone is giving you dirty looks. Those are the things I have to say. That's not what I want to say. But it is Menards, and we are a privately owned company, and John Menard Jr. is worth $26 billion. So I probably could get away with it. But I won't. I'll be nice. I don't want to intentionally hurt anyone's feelings, but sometimes people do need to hear, it's time to just suck it up. That's why I will say that oh, geez. Wow, that's brutal. See, that's the way it needs to happen. That's the way it needs to happen, Mona. It's hard, man. The hardest thing in the world sometimes is to fire people. My next door neighbor, literally the guy that lived next door, worked at Menards as well, and I had to be in the conversation when he got fired. And he eventually, he and his fiance eventually separated, and I'm guessing it had something to do with that. And so I still feel bad about that one. I still feel bad about that one. But it is what it is, I've been fired because I got a big mouth, and I fired people. I know it surprised you guys to know that I got a big mouth. It always surprises people when I say that. Look, you got a thumbs down. Oh, the haters. The haters. Thomas, did you wake up long enough to give me a thumbs down and then pass out again? Where you at, Thomas? Because we're only messing with you. That was a great topic of conversation you brought up. Someone hates me. I got an angry email from someone, not going to say who, but they were pretty upset they're pretty upset with me. I found it a little amusing. I shouldn't. See, that's that no nurture part of me that for being a man. Now, it happened over the course of a couple of weeks. Nah, I don't want to hate anybody. I don't find it. I just don't find a reason for it. I don't care how bad the person is. I always feel everyone is redeemable, and I hope that they find the right path. That's what I hope for people that are. It is, Jeff, and you know what, Garrick? They probably think that about me. They wish that I would find the right path, but. So I just hope people find a way to happy, whatever that means for them. Because there are people out there who are genuinely miserable people all the time. And you wonder why. Yeah, that's true. They don't care. And you give them and you give them power over you. I believe that. Hating people gives them the power over you. And I don't want anyone to have the power over me. So I just wish them well. Hate the Back is a Lethal Weapon? Which movie? The first one? Hi, John. Nah, nothing tonight. Tonight's Monday Funday. We come on and we shoot the breeze. We just have a good time. We got a web break that's going on now. There are 2 teams left for the 2019 Topps Heritage. And then we have our breaks listed for Heritage on eBay. So if you want any of that, if you buy into our website break, then you will be breaking that Thursday at 9. Yep, haters gonna hate. And I'm not giving anybody mine. You're from New Hampshire? Well, welcome, John Miller from New Hampshire. If this is your first time on the channel, it's good to have you. If it's not your first time on the channel, welcome back. Monday Fun Days, John, are just coming on, shooting the breeze, talking about upcoming breaks, having questions being asked, and then me going off on a 14-minute stream of thought that's not really going anywhere. I am from the great state of Missouri, St. Louis, St. Peters, which is a suburb of St. Louis. By way of the armpit of the nation, Stockton, California. The first city in the country to file for bankruptcy. That's where I hail from. All right, guys. Well, I think I've Monday Fun Dayed enough. So I appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out and shooting the breeze. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, the eBay break we have the one going down Wednesday night, and that will be at 11 o'clock. We'll have this web break Thursday. If there's more product, we'll have more of the Heritage. We will list those on the website. This is the only one we're going to have for eBay. So if you're going to get back into this, you too, Jeff. Thanks, Justin. You too. So if you guys are going to buy into the eBay breaks for us, the 3 that we have on Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday will be the only eBay breaks we have. Okay? We're not going to come back to this product on eBay for next week and next week. Maybe later on we'll do a mixed break in 2019. But everything else will be website. So if you want to get on the eBay breaks, then I would jump on the eBay breaks because we'll have 3 and then we'll be done with them. Yeah, Justin's videos are entertaining. Everyone go watch Justin's videos. Give him a like. Watch Brandon R's videos. Give him a like. Robbie J's. Give him a like. Steve, give his a like. Steve, you on here still? Oh, he left. Watch Steve has a channel too. Give him a like. Mona has a channel. Watch hers and give her a like. She did a great break of of a package I sent her. Very interesting. A lot of fun. Who else has a channel? I think that covers everyone on here who has a channel. Let me see if I can find it for you. Let's see if I can find Robbie J. Robbie J has some interesting stuff too. Okay, I gave you guys Brandon's. Here's Robbie J's. Justin, you linked yours, right? And then Steve's is, let me get Steve's up. Steve's is this one. That's Steve's channel. Okay, we won't link Mona's. I'm not saying Mona has one, but Mona has one. Who is Daniel? Why have I subscribed to him? Brandon, Justin, Bonding, Robbie J. That's it. Those are the ones that I'm aware of. But it was a good baseball video, Mona. Good baseball video. So there are the ones that I have. So if anyone else makes a channel, you're part of the crew, please let us all know so we can all subscribe to your channel and watch your stuff. Love watching everybody else open their product. That's all good stuff. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, look in the link below. Please join our Facebook group. Remember that for anyone who watches this who is not a part of our Facebook group, they get first shot at the web breaks. I know that's a mean thing to do, but I always give the Facebook group a little head start. So just so you guys know. And then I send out the general email about an hour later. It gives all the Facebook people time to buy in and get what they want first. So there's another reason to be on the Facebook group. We've kind of gone away from the Facebook video, but you know, we're still trying to add to the Facebook group and build that. And lots of people are part of the group to Justin uploaded a pretty cool McGuire he got. Hello, Betty. So that was good stuff. You caught us right at the tail end. So that is it for us tonight. Let me see if we lost anybody in the process of the video. We didn't. Hey, we didn't lose anyone. Video's not over yet, though. It's not over yet. But you guys have a great night. If you guys are buying into the Wednesday break, I will see you Wednesday night at 11. If you're on the web break, that will be Thursday at 9. Thursday at 9 Central Time. And then we have breaks on Friday and Saturday at 11 on eBay as well. And that will cover what we're going to do for Heritage. Unless, if we get any other cases, like I said, they will go to the website. They will all go to the website. So that is it. Thanks, guys, for coming on. Mona, thank you for the trade. I appreciate the Will Clark and the Buster Posey a lot. It was a very good trade. To quote one of my favorite movies. And you guys all have a great night, and I will see you Wednesday night, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, probably about 10:45. And then we will open the product and we will ooh and ah over it, and we'll hope that I get a big fat Giants autograph and somebody else gets something too. So you guys have a fantastic night. Now the web is Thursday, Justin. Our first eBay break is Wednesday at 11. The website break is Thursday at 9. And then we have eBay breaks on Friday and Saturday at 11. So eBay Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and those will be our only 3 eBay breaks. See you later, Nat. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday will be our only eBay breaks. And then Thursday will be our web break. And then if we get any more product, I should have another half case. We will list that on the website as well. No, half case, because I don't have time after church to break on the Wednesday. And I don't want to be up till 4 o'clock in the morning. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hanging out. Everyone subscribe to everyone else's channel. Make sure you get Justin's channel, Rippin' Packs. See that right there? Subscribe to his channel. Watch his stuff. Subscribe to Robbie J's and Brandon's and Steve's and I think that's all of them. Give each other a leg up, a hand up. So you guys have a great night, and I will see you on Wednesday. Very excited and ready to open some brand new